Good morning, everyone. I hope you are having a lovely day, and I hope you are ready for another stream. Hello, everyone. All right, let me get rid of this little notification. All right, I gotta get Twitch open here. There we are. Okay. All right. Are we ready to pick up where we left off? Well, I don't know about you, but I am. So let's go ahead and get to our girl, shall we? All right. Here we go. Yeah, it was good to see Mary come and join us for the last part of the stream. Normally she's in chat, but this time she was able to join us because the stream beforehand I didn't notice that she had said something in chat before I was closing out, so missed the opportunity. But we made up for it yesterday. Okay. Now notifications. New reward. Okay. Yeah, so far I haven't missed any days. So far. Okay. Yeah, you can see it shows Mary G offline up the top. It's just because I think she's the only friend that I have in the game right now. I thought I had one or two others, but I went quite a while without playing, so it's possible that they just got rid of me. Okay, so I need to go and get the key. And I don't feel like trying to pickpocket somebody. Especially because I've never done anything stealthy with her. So let's see, am I actually going to go the right way? Okay, so I need to go to her right. So I'm guessing that means up here. Now, is it down this way, I believe? Is the right way? Looks like. Alright. So that means, well, I was saying I don't like having to be stealthy, but I meant when it comes to trying to pickpocket. There aren't many guards. I think there's like one guard outside, and then there's some on the inside. All right. So I have to end up. I'm trying to remember. Oh, there's the arrow, so it shows that it's upstairs. But we have to see. There's They almost saw me. How did they not? How did they not see me? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Thing is, you just don't know where they're at. Okay, they're there. So we're headed upstairs. Okay. somebody else in there. So I have to make it into that room. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Dang it. I think I'm supposed to go into that room. Let's see. Is there going to show me a map? Of course not. Oh, wait. I see where I'm supposed to go. I thought it was over here. I was looking at the wrong arrow. Alright. Here's bookshelf. Here's bookshelf. Alright, now the fun part is going to be getting out of here without getting spotted. Well, I suppose that's always a possibility. Ah! Pardon me, excuse me, hot soup coming through. Am I outside? No. No, you don't. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, hurry, hurry. Now, as ridiculous as it sounds, they can't find me now. So she ran back upstairs because that's where she's supposed to be, doing her patrol, and then this one's going to do theirs. So I still have the bounty, but now they're not actively looking for me. I don't understand it either. So I just have to wait for him to move. All right. So I got the key, but I got spotted. So I now have a small bounty on me. Which means now that if any town guard spots me, they're going to rush up to me. And... is that the mine? No. Wait. Oh, it just says investigate Balmora. So I have to go to the mine. Alright, let's see. Yep. So I've got to go that way. But the bounty does dissipate over time. I think it's like 3 gold every 3 minutes or something like that. It takes a while. But now, like I said, if I get spotted by a guard, then they'll make me pay the bounty. Well, that'll be an option. You could either pay it, or you can try the I have powerful friends thing, blah, blah, blah. Or you can just refuse, and then you'll be in combat. But that's usually not a good idea. Not with guards, anyways. Yeah, there's going to be several brutes. That skeleton just went right up them stairs. Wow. That's a piercing. I just want to know how she knew where it came from. Oh, there's two of them. I didn't notice that until after I launched the skeleton. Alright, let's see. There's not two... Oh, there's somebody coming out of the mine. I was looking to see if it actually was going to detonate and go get the guard. Apparently not. Sometimes it does. It just depends on how far it has to go, I guess. Alright, so this is where I need to go. What's that? Oh, water. Water skin. Don't really need it, but I'll grab it. Natural water. Barrel. Right, here we go. Nice little purple miasma. Don't ask me what that sound is. I never know what it is. Some kind of notification, but I don't know where, what, how, or why. Because nothing shows up on the screen. It's just there. Just a sound. Sometimes it's related to something, but lots of times it's not. Bloody note. Don't let anyone else see this note. Not even our comrades can be trusted. We've got to give this one up. Coin isn't worth our lives. You haven't seen it yet. What I've seen, but they're talking about sending us back in to try to deal with the mess, and believe me, they won't be paying enough for that. Problem is, Rethan, I think that's, can't remember if that's what their name, how their name was pronounced. Rethan has some real loyalists in our ranks. They'll kill us if we try to run too early. Got a plan though. Lena is making the squads and planning the route. We'll get ourselves split from the rest and then make a break for it. If this is as bad as I hear it is, they'll probably just assume we died and never come looking for us. We can always find work somewhere else. That's a pretty thought, isn't it? Okay. Checking for goodies. The squeak from the... Well, which I thought was something swinging, which nothing is moving. So the squeak should not be coming from anywhere. Yeah, that just makes things worse. When you hear squeaking and you know what it should be coming from. What did I see that was green? That was weird. Huh. I don't know what that was. Something popped up like I was able to click on it, but I don't know what the heck it was. Now I should probably check to see if I have any boosts on her. I mean like health boosts. I just love that. You saw that, right? What were you doing? Shadow walking on the ceiling? What do you mean, no? I saw you. You're looking around like, I don't know who you're talking about. It wasn't me. It was you. I saw it. It's on freaking video. Live streamed, even. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Die in mid-swing. I hear you. Actually, I'm not sure which way I'm supposed to go. Is there anything over here? Yeah, I know it burns. It burns. It burns. It burns! It burns! Now the skeleton's not going to have anywhere to go and just crumble. Alright, let's check character real quick. Nope. I have that. Alright, so I need inventory. I think it's under slottables. Yeah, it is. I want something for max health. But I don't... Let's see if we have any of these. Magic recovery. Max health, I've got 17 of those. Got 9 of those and 5 of those. So that's 61, that's 73. 56. So I'll use that one because it's a little bit less. Use those now. Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. There's somebody. Oh, there's two somebodies. Dungeon healer? How the hell did I get that? I didn't heal anybody. I can't heal anybody. Oh, probably because of the, I can't remember what it's called. It's not Soul Siphon, but that's what I've been calling it. That's probably what they're talking about. Because once it's morphed, then if somebody dies while they're under the effect of it... Oops, that's not what I wanted. But if somebody dies while under the effect of it, then you recover a little bit of health, a little bit of stamina, a little bit of magicka. Let's see what it's called, because I can't remember. Consuming Trap. That's what it's called. See what kind of mess we can make over here with these guys. Thud. I hope this is the way to go. Yep. It is. Alright, so looks like it's weird how they allow you to miss a lot of it without, you know, making you at least run through it. Poof. Okay, well, I made the mistake of making the comment about making it easy for you to get through. You know, go around it, and now I don't think I can. I mean, I don't care. Look at that, you can. Oh, almost. Singed me a little bit. I just wanted to see if I could go around it. I'm not doing it, you know, because I don't think she can handle it. I know she can. I just wanted to... I wanted to see if it was possible. And it... Well, this one, probably not so much. Nope. Nope, you're gonna take a little bit of damage off of it, but that's okay. See, you run, you suffer hardly anything. Warning to miners. No unauthorized workers beyond this point. A quarantine is in effect. Disobedience will be answered with swift punishment. Foreman Knox. Now, does it mean from deep in the mine up to this point, or from the opening to this point? I don't know. Let's see what this is. Miner's scrawled letter. Fingers frozen. Turning black like ebon. I don't know, is that supposed to be stone? Yeah. If you find this message, send help. Cannot feel anything. So you can tell something's happening to one of them. Something has happened to at least one of the miners. Well, I know there's dead people on the ground. I mean, but there's a note. So, we don't know what's going on yet. Ugh! Oh, I'm still suffering. She just didn't say anything. That gave me a little bit back. Boom. Okay, let's see. How much further do we have? Oh, well, not too much further according to that arrow. Whoops. Well, there's the crate. Alright, we got something. There's a dead Khajiit. Drink. No, I don't want spoiled food. There's another drink. Alright, letter to Master Rethan. Master Rethan, or Rethan, like I said, I can't remember how his name was pronounced. You'll be happy to hear that your scheme is working perfectly. Well, maybe not perfectly, but well enough. The most recent batch of laborers came in yesterday. They were a sluggish bunch, wary too, but the promise of a few more drakes got them moving. They should make a fine batch. That alchemist of yours, Gavros, is it? He set up shop in the old Daedric ruin. You should see it. Haven't been around that many bottles and burners since my days in the skooma trade. He says he's working on some variation of the formula. You might want to ask him about it, boss. The air in his lab has gotten thick as my auntie's moral porridge. Foreman Knox. Alright, search the Daedric ruins. So he got ahead of me. But, okay. I mean, if I have to, I can back... I'll just wait. But... I think they're going the right way. Yep. Well, I just leveled up. Yeah, he's just he's busting through way too quick. Alright, let's see. She's a little excited. Alright, I got one skill point. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. Trying to see what I want to give her. She's already got a hireling for that one. Let's see if... Enchanting. No, how about... No, we've got one for blacksmithing. So the only one that we would have would be for clothing. I don't know if I want to put a point for that. Oh, wait, there's a hireling for... Yeah, enchanting. I'm not sure what they would be getting. Nah, let's go... Let's see. That one gives... Just increases flame resistance. Which I seem to run across a lot. We'll wait on that one. What's Slayer? I don't remember. Increases your weapon damage by 1% for each fighter guild ability slotted, which I don't have any. Heavy armor. Physical and spell resistance. Increases health recovery. Let's go ahead and give her a little bit of health recovery. That'll help some. I'm hoping that... There they are. Alright, that's exactly what I was hoping for respawn. So that way we can go ahead, since he's tearing through everything, we can go ahead and just get our own group of mobs. Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Dungeon Marauder. That makes a little bit more sense than Dungeon Healer. Oh, look at that. A statue with some kind of stuff on it. Oh, there's another one. What is that? Oh, another one. Can get around this one. Let's see. Stone Fiend Reavers. Gonna get you. Yeah. What is that? Gavros's journal. Is it long? No. Okay. My masters are truly fools if they believe this scheme will make them rich. True, the substance produced by the formula looks and feels much like rare ebony ore. But it is not ebony, and any discerning craftsman will recognize this as soon as they use it to produce goods. I've tried, of course. Master Rethan on the subject suggested it may be wiser and equally profitable to instead focus on selling the alchemical concoction itself. Though the formula was exceedingly difficult to translate and requires extreme precision to brew properly, the reagents I require to produce it are not overly rare. I could easily produce large quantities. Imagine my airborne form used as a weapon. It would fetch a fine price. Master Rethan disagrees. According to him, the buyers don't care if the ebony is false, so long as they can use it to produce goods that pass a cursory inspection. They will be happy. Ebony is quite rare and difficult to come by. With us as the source, our buyers should be able to produce passable fakes, then close shop before anyone discovers the deception. If a soldier dies on the battlefield because his ebony plate was not true, that's no money out of our buyers' pockets. Perhaps Master Rethan is right. I often underestimate the crude avarice that drives so many of my race. As for me, I am content to study and work with such a brilliant formula. Perhaps one day I'll find a truer application for it. Well, if you haven't figured out what's going on yet, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Just want to make sure we're headed the right way. Yep. Okay, more miasma. Okay, so there's a little side room. Is it a side room? No, but I've got a stone fiend. Okay. Oh, and if you're a part of the Fighters Guild, if you kill anything that's kind of considered undead, you get, like, experience towards the Fighters Guild. Oh, so some people in, well, it looks like there's somebody in Facebook watching. I'll look here again in a second when I'm not in combat. But if there's still some people watching me in Facebook Live, welcome and thank you for joining me. Let's see, who do we have? It's Sasha and Ashley. Well, welcome, ladies, if you're still here with me. Thank you for joining me. I hope this will be of interest. What did I... Oh, I went the wrong way. Ah, here we go. Ooh. I heard the boom. Oh! I forgot that they can, kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like Shadow Step, I guess. Okay. There's bookcases to mess with. And it makes sense of that statue. Daedric Prince Clavicus Vile. And there was a little statuette of him in the castle sewers when we were escaping, when we were trying to parley with Euraxia Tharn, if you remember. I think I correctly called him Clavicus Vile and not something else that I did when I was with Mary. Alright, the source of the formula. One thing has been gnawing at me that I dare not share with the masters, dare not share with anyone. The true source of the formula. It seemed too arcane, too brilliant for even a great alchemist to develop. Not that I couldn't likely produce something similar given enough time and resources, but my method, my language, would never be so flawless. Even I could admit that I found the answer. It was staring at me all this time in the middle of the shrine. Clavicus Vile, a maker of deals, granter of wishes, and not one I would ever wish to be indebted to. It seems this ruin was stumbled upon once before in a very similar fashion to how we found it. It is likely that that they were the previous owners of Vvardenfell mine. It's a well-kept secret that the mine is not particularly rich. It produces barely enough ebony to make it worth working at all. And these Mer that came before us grew desperate. They called out to Vile. A particular lack of wisdom and foresight it was that made them wish for an endless source of ebony. One must choose words carefully when dealing with Daedra, although in this case it may have been better to make no deal at all. Regardless, some pact was made and the formula came to them. They must have successfully brewed it, for we found statues here dating back centuries, but suspiciously they kept very little records about their progress or how they used it. In truth, knowing this fact makes me somewhat uneasy. Sometimes I feel that I can hear the statue of Clavicus Vile whispering or laughing softly to itself. But I made no deal with him. I am simply studying the result. He holds no sway over me. Yeah, Clavicus Vile is not someone you want to make deals with or ask for help. He will, putting it bluntly, he will screw you over. He's a Daedric prince. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, if any of you ever played Skyrim and did the quest when you came across the talking dog that you found out is his partner, I mean, if you did that quest, then you know what Clavicus Vile does. You ask him for a solution to a problem, and he'll give you a solution, but it will be a terrible solution. Like, if I remember right, in the quest that you do, this guy's daughter was cursed with lycanthropy. She became a werewolf. So he came to Clavicus Vile to ask for a cure. And he gave him an axe. That would cure it, but not exactly what he meant. But that's the kind of stuff that Clavicus Vile will do. So I'm sure by now you figured out what's going on. Here's another statue. Gavros's research notes. Is this long? No. Subject K-14 died of head trauma some hours after the mercenaries restrained her. Administered the formula, but transportation was not successful. This confirms my hypothesis. Blood pressure must remain consistent until the last possible moment. Death prior to infusion results in only partial transposition. This explains some of our previous failures. A powerful sedative could reduce premature death. Must conduct more trials. Subject R32. A perfect transposition. The drip method seems much more effective in terms of yield and purity. Unfortunately, duration of the procedure has dramatically increased. Rate of output may be insufficient for sale. Must be faster. Subject S24. Converting the formula from a liquid to a vapor proved easier than expected. The results are promising. Subject exposed to vapor exhibited signs of transposition immediately. Unfortunately, the procedure drove the subject into a violent frenzy. Recommends sturdier restraints for future test subjects. Subject S24. Addendum. Subject remains alive despite complete transposition. Defies all existing scholarship and calculation. Violent and erratic behavior has increased significantly. Recommend we suspend experiments until the side effect is resolved. Find Gavros. Well, here's the vile truth of Barbas. We're not going to read this because it's a fairly long one, but Barbas is the name of Clavicus Vile's partner or dog that you come across in the Skyrim quest. See, here's pieces. A couple of legs, an arm. Looks like that might be a head. All busted up. Busted up pieces in here. See some couple of legs and looks like arms. Maybe a torso or two. And here's a couple of poor unfortunate souls. So have y'all figured it out yet? Hope so. This miasma that they created, well, it was originally a liquid, is turning people, that's why they're hiring mercenaries, turning them into artificial ebony. And then they bust them up and sell them. Pretty monstrous, huh? Oh, somebody else joined me. Oh, hey, Lee. Thank you for joining me, brother. Hope you're all having a good day. Hope you're all doing fine. All right, looks like I need... This is going to be a little bit of a rush. Yipe! Great. Another player has made it this far. Because I don't... We'll see what happens. I'll run past. Alright, I've made it, so... we'll let him talk first, just in case things change. Because that's one thing that drives me nuts, is when another player comes in and they activate something or someone... and you can't because they're using it. But mostly, I mean, we don't have to fight him or anything. But that's all, that also can be a pain. What's that? Lift room. Skill line gained, bow. Oh, because it was in that bookcase. I was thinking, how did I gain this? I keep forgetting you can learn new skills without actually using the skill. If that makes... Well, I got bow level 2. She's not using a bow. It's because she ran across a book in the, well, the bookcase. The bookshelf. Whatever. Okay. So, just want to make sure I've looted everything I can. There might be something up there in the miasma. Let's see, can I get... Yep, the barrel. That looks like about it. Alright, so now we're going to go talk to him. Alright, Gavros.
I don't recognize you. You've made a terrible mistake in coming here. Do you feel it yet? The cold rush through your veins, the stiffness in your joints. Only a matter of time now. Only a matter of time.
Tell me what's going on here.
You really haven't figured it out. You're denser than those stone fiends. Master Rethan brought me on to study a Daedric text, a formula for turning living flesh into a substance akin to ebony. Not a perfect match, but close enough.
And you lost control of it?
Something like that. But what does it matter? I'll be frozen solid soon, black as midnight. A commodity, nothing more. Ironic. You mean to rob me, I suppose. The scroll's just there. Have a care with it. Wealth always comes at a price.
Is there no cure for this affliction?
None. Well, none that I've discovered anyway. I speak modestly when I say that if there was a cure, I would have found it already.
So you've given up?
I guess I could squander my remaining hours searching for a remedy, but I'm an alchemist, a daedrologist. We don't trouble ourselves with things like hope. I leave that nonsense to priests, children, mentally ill.
Why would you agree to this?
What? Afflicting all these miners? Oh, spare me your crude moral outrage. They were wastrels, laborers that were too ignorant or too lazy to find work anywhere else. This is as meaningful a contribution as they were likely to make.
Oh, geez, I was going to send a little message to the people in Facebook chat. But it's not using my normal keyboard, so it caught me off guard. Alright, you have no remorse?
None. I'd invite you to kill me, but given that I'll be dead soon anyway, it's hardly worth the effort.
Alright, how did you become afflicted?
Why do you even care? Oh, fine. I altered the formula, turning the liquid decoction into a vapor. It proved to be very effective. Unfortunately, it was nearly impossible to contain. Hence, this.
Alright. Well, now you know. Come over here and get the mysterious formula. Now we have to go talk to the brother. Lift room. Okay, let's see where we're at. Alright, so this is going to be a fairly easy. Took about almost a quarter of her health. Upper level. Okay. So, oh yeah, I forgot about this thing. The squeaky thing we couldn't figure out. All right, so we're right near the entrance. All right. So now we've got to go talk to Mahler Rethan. Person that gave us the quest, I do believe. Oh, that means we get to fight our way. What is that bonk sound? Let's see if I can get up there. Wait. Yeah, lots of times if you can click on it, even if you aren't like physically close enough. Oh, I was wondering what that ding was. It says you are now upstanding. So yeah, the last of my bounty has dissipated. So now I don't have to worry about that. Throw something at me. That was rude. Let's go ahead and try to get both of them. Because why not? Ooh! It's been a while since I've been knocked down. Okay, there's still... Come on. I had him. Let's let the skeleton go running up the stairs. I don't know why. I just think that is just so funny. I don't understand it either. It doesn't make sense that something like that, I find that humorous. But I do. Ooh! Rude much? It's like, ow. Alright, now we're headed toward... Wow, it's surprising how close it actually was. Alright, there he is.
Ah, I'm glad to see you made it back in one piece. So, what have you learned? Anything?
An alchemist named Gavros was turning miners into some kind of false ebony.
What? Well, that sounds ghastly. To think that my own brother would be capable of such a thing. We must move quickly. Did you find any evidence? I'll need something concrete if I'm to convince the Hlaaluk trade barons to intercede.
This is the Daedric formula Gavros was using.
Well done. I have a final task for you, if you're willing. I must take this to the trade baron, Councillor Riveth. He's staying at the Balmora Inn. Alas, Benna has many contacts in town. If he hears that I'm meeting Riveth, he may try to flee.
What would you have me do?
Travel to the Rethan Manor House and detain Benna. Once I've explained matters to Riveth, send Hlaaluk constables to collect my brother. After this, I'll ask nothing more of you. You have my word.
You really had no idea that was going on in the mine?
That the men I worked tirelessly to hire were being used as fodder for some vile experiment? Absolutely not. It's appalling. Why would I have sent you to discover what was going on if I already knew?
You said you handle the hiring. Did you hire Gavros?
Yes, I hired him at my brother's insistence. Something about valuable books and scrolls found in the shrine. We planned to sell them off once Gavros translated them. That's what I thought, anyway. Wait, Gavros is still alive?
He's dead, killed by his own formula.
I see. That is unfortunate. But I suppose that's the risk you take when you start brewing foul decoctions and poisoning innocent miners.
How long will you be meeting with this Councilman Riveth?
Not long. He tends to be brusque. Once I've explained the situation, he'll waste no time bringing Benna in for questioning. It will be brief, I assure you.
What do you think the council will do to Benar?
They will punish him severely. He'll definitely lose his share of the estate and the ebony mine. He may even lose his life. In either case, I'll have to bear the weight of our family assets alone.
Alright, so now we have to find Benar at Rethan Manor. So that we're headed back to the manor. The one that we had to sneak into. And this time we won't have to sneak. Otherwise they would have told us to sneak. Brum, 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 brum. An assassin.
Ah, the last piece of the puzzle. Time to tie up loose ends.
right, now we have to go here. Assassin's orders. They're getting ready to burn them. Our work is almost complete. Remain watchful. With any luck, the adventurer I conscripted will clean out the remaining stone abominations so we can begin again. This time without Benar mucking things up. Tie off all loose ends and make sure it looks like they killed each other. It needs to be convincing enough for the council. When your work is done, meet me at my residence in Balmora. I'll have further instructions for you. And your first payment as promised. This will be a lucrative endeavor, my dear. Don't fail me. M. Gee, wonder who M could be. But now we have to go to the meeting. So, well, that's one dead assassin. Alrighty. I do love the way Vvardenfell looks. All the greenery and stuff. What is that? Oh, just candles. Ah! Well, a couple urns, so not a total loss. Well, we'll go inside the town. Gather information. For what? Oh, gather information.
I can't believe they want us to go outside the house to find Vaya.
Do I want to pick that? Yeah, I'm standing there right by him, so I'll pick it up.
You look like the traveling sort. In your excursions, have you perchance come upon a young dark elf named Vaya? She went missing a couple of weeks ago and her father desperately seeks any information regarding her whereabouts.
I love the white-gray armor. Other stuff, the red, not so much. Looks a little, I don't know, pretentious. I don't think I've seen anyone named Vaya.
That's a shame. Her father, Eris, the house counselor here in Balmora, promises that anyone who can find his daughter and return her safely to his side will be well rewarded.
Can you provide me with any additional information?
You should speak to Counselor Eris. He's opened the kin house to interview potential recruits. Freelancers, as it were. If you're interested, go speak to the counselor. The longer Vaya remains missing, the more distressed Counselor Eris becomes.
I'll speak to Counselor Eris.
Counselor Eris can be found at the Redderin kin house, and do hurry. He's ever so troubled by our failure to locate young Vaya. If he finds that an outsider can succeed where the houseguard has failed, so be it.
You don't seem to like the idea of the counselor seeking help in this matter.
I have no issue with Counselor Eris seeking help. It's where he's decided to get that help that concerns me. House Redderin doesn't need outsiders to take care of its business. But who am I to question the House Council?
Tell me about House Redderin.
How could anyone not know about House Redderin? Is this some sort of outlander ruse?
No ruse, I just want to know more about House Redderin.
Well, in that case, Redderin is the grandest of the great Dunmer houses. We champion the virtues of duty and piety, and we have a proud military tradition. Our house comes first in all things. I don't understand why Eris seeks outside help.
Tell me what happened to Vaya.
If I knew what happened to the Counselor's daughter, I wouldn't be talking to you now, would I? As far as I can tell, she left of her own accord. There wasn't any foul play involved that we're aware of. Beyond that, you'd have to ask the Counselor.
Who's Counselor Eris?
Counselor Eris Relith oversees Redderin operations in Balmora and the surrounding countryside. He's very influential, very powerful. Usually, the Counselor doesn't allow his passions to get the better of him. But Vaya is his daughter, after all.
All right, so we will pick that one up. What is that? Talk to a miner. Read proclamation. Well, what's with the... Oh, it's a Patquar. I guess he's sleeping. Just trying to figure out why the heck he was laying like that. Let's see, where is the miner? Where'd he go? Below. Is there? No, it's just water. Let's see if I can figure this out. Well, wherever the miner is, I don't know. But let's see. There was a proclamation somewhere? Oh, what, they hide the damn thing? Okay. I don't know where the proclamation is. Well, it's got to be just right in this area. Let's see. That says for glory, and we all know we don't do that, because that's battleground stuff. Ooh, here's something. Could this be the proclamation? House Redoran Proclamation. By order of the House Guard and the Redoran High Council, the Shulk ore mine is closed and all operations towards reopening the mine have been suspended. Workers should stay away until further notice, and visitors are strongly cautioned to avoid the area on pain of fine or imprisonment, or both. This includes you, Crew Chief Hondolf. Note that every effort shall be made to locate the missing mine workers as soon as possible. Yeah? Missing miner below. Below what? I'm looking to try to figure out where it says that they're at. Let's come down here. Let's see where it's going to take us.
This one needs to get out of here. Those cultists, they're insane.
Alright, but keep your voice down. I'll be ready to leave soon enough. In the meantime, if anyone asks, you're just here to haul cargo.
It must be Renaku. There we go.
What? Who? This one is just here to haul cargo.
Relax, I'm here to help. What was that you said about cultists?
Cultists? This one said nothing about cultists. Perhaps you are thinking of another Khajiit. Look, Renaku just wants to leave all these crazy dark elves behind and find a safer mine to work in. The Shulk ore mine is cursed.
If you tell me about the cultists, I might be able to do something about it.
Really? You? Just leave Renaku out of it. If you want to know what happened so badly, just go out to the Shulk ore mine and see for yourself.
Alright, we're going to use Intimidate on him. Tell me about the cultists or I start yelling for the house guards.
No one likes a Gwar licker, you clawless kitten. It happened a few days back. Weird cultists just barged in and took over the mine. This one managed to get away, but the crew chief and some of the others are still out there. Happy now, fish breath?
Well, you made me be that way, so... Now if I can just get out of the boat... Ooh. Oh, no, it said stealing. There we go. Okay, I'm trying to... Oh, let's keep saying for glory. I really wish there was a way to just make it so those are no longer available. Well, we were going to go to talk to the counselor, so where... Alright. So we'll go deal with that first.
Mills, please, if you just listen,
Take care of yourself, Father.
perhaps you can
Always
aid
were
me.
good at that.
Are you looking for work?
Well, I'll go ahead and pick up this one too.
I'm in need of a strong set of legs, traveler, and you look like one capable of protecting yourself. Will you aid an old mer in one last task?
How can I help you?
I have an obligation to my family. No, a duty of utmost importance. But I have grown too feeble to fulfill it. If you would take this memory stone to the few places of significance in my life, I will pay you well.
What's a memory stone?
It allows one to archive memories for future generations. I hope to do this for my children, who have grown estranged. Invoke my stone at the locations I've marked on your map, and the memories I wish to archive will manifest.
All right, I'll use your memory stone as requested.
I thank you for your aid. Fewer than ever are willing to aid their elders in these troubled times. Now I suppose the distance with my children is my fault, not theirs.
Tell me more about this memory stone.
It is a rare gem. Once, long ago, Redguard warriors carried them into battle. One of the most famous was a sword singer in the First Age, Makeleleki. No historians will cherish my thoughts, certainly. But perhaps my children will come to, in time.
How did you acquire a memory stone?
I purchased it from my master, Drennan, a Telvanni mage of middling repute. I have served him for how long? Many, many years. For as long as I can remember. I will serve him until I die, no doubt. But that will not be long now.
Was that one of your children you were arguing with before we spoke?
Ah, yes. Mills. My son has never really forgiven me for never being here for them. He's a stranger in my own home. No. If anything, it's the other way around. Even Naria has grown accustomed to my absence.
You feel Neria resents you too?
Naria less than Mills. But both my children grew up largely on their own. My duties to Master Drennan consumed a great deal of my time. Mills especially grew up with Naria and no one else. He despises me, and I don't blame him.
Why didn't you spend more time with your children?
You'll know soon enough. As will they, I hope. I failed them as a father, but they are safe, aren't they? I kept them safe.
What will happen when I use this memory stone?
I cannot travel with you, but I have attuned this stone to my soul. When you use it at the locations I've marked, it will summon echoes of things that once occurred there. The stone absorbs these echoes, allowing others to view them.
Goodbye. All right, let's see. We got to get back to Counselor Eris. So I do believe that's up here, I think. Yep, because I see the marker. I'm not sure how to get there now. Oh, it's up there. All right, I see what's going on now. Oh, there's the other thing. What does that say? Anything? Oh, find the crew chief. Ah, here we go. Redoran Kinhouse. Let's go pay him a visit. Oh, here's the, somebody. Oh, you don't get to talk to him. Bookshelf. So anything would be stealing unless there's... Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's too much to read out loud. Is that the same thing? Yeah, it was Halalu whatevers. Okay, any more? Here's another bookshelf. Any more? That's just a cabinet. Alright, so now we're going to head upstairs, looks like. Okay. Look for bookshelves. Nope. Where's the terrace? There won't be a bookshelf on the terrace.
Customers are always welcome.
Okay, whatever that means. Bookshelf? Ooh. Sparkly. Honorable Writs of Execution. A little bit too long. Let's see. I'm going to try to get into the habit of at least notes, not stuff that's in bookcases, but notes and stuff that you all might want to read. You'll be able to just pause it on each page, then read it and then unpause it. Okay. Here's a couple more. Alchemy increased to 5. Alright, there's one more. Alright. Counselor Eris.
Yes? Is there something I can do for you, Outlander?
Outlander. Sergeant Falda sent me. He said you needed help finding your daughter.
My daughter has been gone too long, and the house guard can't seem to find a wall in the corner. But why should I trust you with this task? Tell me, Outlander, how can you succeed when my forces continue to fail time and time again?
It seems your daughter knows your people and their tactics. She doesn't know me.
An interesting insight. Perhaps you can find my daughter. Vea can handle herself, but the father worries, you understand. Anyway, I agree with your assessment. That's why I'm willing to bring in outside help on this.
Tell me what happened.
Vea fled after a family disagreement. She's run away before, but I'm concerned that she might have something more permanent in mind this time, and more dangerous. Vea knows how to evade the house guard, but as you said, she doesn't know you.
All right, I'll try to find your daughter.
Captain Briven oversees the house's attempt to locate my daughter. You should speak to him and see what his investigation has already turned up.
Where can I find Captain Briven?
He's probably patrolling the town square at this time of day. Briven's soldiers have been trying to get information out of Vea's friends. But those young men and women are almost as good at avoiding the house guard as my daughter.
You mentioned a family disagreement.
That is a private matter. If your investigation proves fruitful, and such matters become relevant, we can discuss the particulars then. But not before.
Maybe your wife would be willing to discuss that with me.
Like my daughter, my wife has a mind of her own. What the two of you discuss is your own affair. Just understand that I haven't employed you to solve my family's problems. I only need you to find my daughter.
You mentioned Vea might be involved in something dangerous?
Vea has always been fascinated by the Morag Tong. Even admired one of their agents when she was growing up. It's possible she sought refuge with this agent, or even decided to join the organization. Though I hope I'm wrong about that.
Tell me more about the Morag Tong.
The Morag Tong? They're an ancient guild of assassins sanctioned by the tribunal to carry out honorable writs of execution. Ostensibly, they're supposed to keep the houses from resorting to all-out war. But I still find the practice barbaric.
And the agent that Vea admires?
Someone of no consequence, and not at all important to accomplishing your mission. Besides, you don't find Morag Tong agents, they find you. Just pray it's not because your name wound up on one of their writs. That is a death sentence.
So the Morag Tong, they're kind of like a legitimate version of the Dark Brotherhood, I guess? Because, if there's, the tribunal uses them. So that means they could, obviously they will do it stealthy. Because, that's their way, but still, assassins. Alright, now we're going to go talk to Captain Briven. Ooh, that's a long step. What is that? Find the crew chief. I think that's the other piece of information we're supposed to get. Let's see if we can find it before that marker vanishes and I forget about it. It says below. We'll come back and talk to Captain Briven in a moment.
Ow! Stupid dog. What happened?
Let me see.
I just tried to pet it. Damn dog bit me. Leave it alone.
I'm gonna
Something
follow.
strange
Oh.
about that.
Well, I was going to follow it, but it just vanished. So I'm wondering if that was... Because that was the one that was watching us. Remember? I mentioned last episode. So I'm kind of wondering, since we had to deal with that one cave in Clavicus Vial, I'm wondering if that's his dog. Oh, that's who this is for. All right.
You shouldn't be here. Didn't you read the House Redarin proclamation? I wouldn't be here myself, but some of my miners are still in there.
Can you tell me what happened in the mine?
Our mine was invaded by violent cultists. They showed up and just took the place over. My people are trapped. I'm no expert, but it looked like the cultists were preparing to conduct a ritual before the Ashlander interrupted them.
Why do you think the cultists are conducting a ritual?
Probably because I heard one of them say, "With this ritual we'll call forth a mystical weapon and attain the power of a god." Or something along those lines. Look, I was just trying to get me and my miners out of there when the Ashlander showed up.
An Ashlander interrupted the cultists?
Well, I never actually saw an Ashlander, but I heard a cultist yell, "Ashlander thief! That's our mystical weapon!" That's not an exact quote, but you get the idea. I don't know what happened after that. I was kind of busy trying not to die.
Why do you think the cultists are conducting a ritual?
Probably because
Oh, okay.
I heard one of them say it used to be an ore mine, and we hope it will be again. My crew was inside preparing to start up mining operations when the cultists attacked. The way things are going, we might just have to turn the place into another Kwama egg mine.
Sometimes you just never know if they're going to repeat the same thing. So you just have to take a chance. I'll go into the mine and see what I can find out.
Really? That's awfully brave of you. If you see any of my miners, tell them to get their arses out here. I'll wait as long as I can. Or until I hear screaming. Then I'll go to Balmora and try to find some help. Good luck in there.
Okay, well, we still have plenty of time for this stream, so I'm going to go ahead and go in there, get that fixed, and then we'll go and talk to What's-His-Beak, Captain Briven. So we're going to take care of Shulk Ore Mine. It's just a mine. It's not a delve. Otherwise, it would have said so. So there will not be a sky shard in here. We just have to go and kick some cultist butt. What is that? A pony guar? Oh, a warmouth or a warmouth. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Nicotic brute. Fetcher fly. Which means there's a chance there might be Fetcher fly, what were they, nests or something like that? Hopefully not. Because those things are a pain in the butt. A drink. Don't care about the Fetcher flies. I'm not really... Whoa, 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 that's somebody. Bye. Let's see, anything up there? Nope. Just that Fetcher fly. He was standing up there for no reason, apparently. Ooh, who's that? Nicotic Vanguard. There we go. And a poor shroom beetle. trying to hear what she was saying. Red Exile instructions. Is this long? No. My Red Exiles, I need you to infiltrate the mine outside Balmora and recover an item of great importance to our venerated cause and to the elevation of Ashlanders everywhere. Currently, this item resides in the possession of the Nicotic cult, who plan to conduct a ritual in the mine to grant the item the ability to channel unfathomable power. Let the cultists begin the process, but acquire the item before they complete the ritual. The item lies in one of the deep chambers of the mine, most likely heavily guarded. Sneak in and steal the item. It has the appearance of a staff made of metal and gears. It is necessary to advance the next stage of our cherished cause. Get the staff and bring it to me, and you will be one step closer to ending your exile and returning to the fold. CC. Alrighty, well, we'll go forward. Oh, I forgot about them. It's too late now. Oh, we gotta... Oh, well. I don't think the healer's going to be able to outdo the damage I'm causing. Bye. An oak shield. Whatever. So. Is that somebody over there? It is. Darren Helothran? Or something like that?
You
Helothran?
don't look like one of those crazy cultists, and you certainly aren't one of our miners. So by Vivek's holy nose hairs, who in oblivion are you?
Actually, Lord Vivek sent me to see what the cultists are up to.
Really? Then forget I said anything about His Holiness' nasal preening. They're some sort of Daedric cultists. They've been performing rituals, calling forth divine power, some such nonsense. At least they were, before the Ashlanders showed up.
Ashlanders?
The savages barged into the deep chambers, seemed to know about the hidden passage and everything, stole the relic the cultists were praying over, and ran for the hills. As a matter of fact, that's where I'm going, as soon as it's safe to leave.
Well, there's a deep mine chamber. Is that where we're going to head? Looks that way. Not sure how we knew it was there. That bitter green was undercooked. Well. Poor little thing. Maybe it's called bitter green. It doesn't sound like it's going to taste very good anyways. A dram of health. Oh, what did I kill? I killed another shroom beetle. Well, I'm sorry.
Keep it down. You'll wake the dead.
Oh, there's her boss. So, we're going to rush up there.
More thieves! Stop them!
Come on now. Got her. Hear that screech? Oh, I got a warrior poet's dagger, huh? Not sure why, but... Alright. I guess that's how we're supposed to get up here. Narcotic ritual bag. Narcotic ritual bag. This sack of cult ritual components include a small, ornate rod covered in runes, a Dwemer crystal, and the burnt remains of a ritual scroll. Okay. So... out, I guess? Oh, out the way we came. Alrighty. Doop, 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 doop. see. Straight shot, looks like. Of course, there's... The bad guys have already respawned. Which is pretty quick. Poor shroom beetles. Little guys just don't stand a chance. I kind of had a feeling that would happen. Yeah, come on. Boom. Take care of these losers. Sack. Right, well, that's it for the mine. I mean, we could have gone around the other part, but I mean, it just would have been just killing extra stuff, so wasn't really necessary.
Did you find what you were looking for in the mine?
I'm not sure. I need to consult with my contact.
Of course. I perfectly understand. I think I'll wait a little longer and see if any of my miners were able to escape from the cultists. Good luck with your mission, whatever it is.
Alright, now we have to go talk to Captain Briven now. So let's go ahead and get him tracked down. He won't be far away. I think he's on the other side of the water, though. Maybe. Nope. I think he's on this side. Yep, there he is.
Not now, Outlander. If you need some sort of assistance, go find one of the House Guard.
Counselor Era sent me to ask about the investigation to find his daughter.
You must be one of the freelancers the Council employed to supplement the duties of the House Guard. Very well. I'll tell you what I know. Vaya ran away. Again. I hope you can succeed when my troops have failed. If anything happens to Vaya...
Sounds like you have a personal stake in this.
I've known the Relith family since I was a child. Vaya is like a sister to me, and I'll do everything in my power to get her home safe and sound. Even trust an Outlander. We think her friends may know where she is, but they keep eluding us.
Maybe her friends will be less suspicious if I approach them.
Perhaps. As long as you don't get too close. They've been running notes of late. I think it has something to do with Vaya, but the runners keep evading my guards. Look for a group meeting on the other side of town, and see if you can follow the note.
I'll see if I can follow the note.
When you find Vaya's friends, remember to keep your distance. You just want to spot the note carrier and follow him to whoever's receiving these messages. That's the key to locating Vaya. If you can't do it, don't worry. The house can handle it.
Tell me more about Vaya Raelith.
Vaya's a born warrior. Hard-headed, stubborn, a real pain in the ass. She can fight like an angry netch, though. It always turns me down.
To join the militia. Hate that. It cuts out in the dialogue. Tell me about Vaya's disagreement with her father.
That's not my tale to tell. If Councillor Eris or his wife won't speak of the troubles his family has had to deal with in recent weeks, maybe you can ask Vaya. If and when you find her.
I just realized I forgot to talk to the counselor's wife. Didn't need to, but we could have. I completely forgot. Tell me more about this note you want me to follow.
We started to notice groups of young dark elves gathering in out-of-the-way parts of the city. One of my guards saw them pass a note between them, but they split up and she lost them in the back alleys.
What do you think the note contains?
Could be a love poem or a recipe for Kwama cream cocktail. But we suspect it's the way Vaya has been keeping tabs on what's been happening in the city. Look, it may amount to nothing, but the note could give us a lead on where to find Vaya.
All right. Find Vaya's friends. We need to cross the water. Actually, I don't want to use any stamina running because I can't remember if we have to run at all. I don't think so.
House Telvanni still keeps slaves?
How else do those lazy mages accomplish anything?
But what about the Pact?
House Telvanni stayed out of the pact. The wizards have no interest in mainland wars.
I mean, why doesn't the Pact put a stop to it?
Would you like to tell the all-powerful mages to stop playing with their toys?
So much for that. I mean, it was conversations, you know. Some of y'all might have been interested in what was being said. Let's see.
Get this letter to Trevis. It's important. Just don't let House Vvardenfell get their hands on it. If you think you're being followed, find a place to hide. Good luck.
So you don't want to follow too close, because they will stop. But you also want to stay close enough that you're not going to lose them. Yeah, I can't remember how many times the note changes hands. Not a lot. Run a little bit.
It's true. No rest for the weary.
Let's drink.
To the ladies.
You can see that person stopped because I think they stopped because I was too close. Now I have to confront someone called Drevis.
Malor
Well
Rethan.
done. This should help us determine what
I'm going
happened
to
to
need a
Vea's
stiffer
brother.
drink.
Okay, well here's part of what we have to deal with. Here's Counselor Raveth. We have to talk to him.
You don't appear to be holding my drink, so I'm sure I have no interest in you. Off with you.
Gotta love them people. You mentioned Malor Rethan. You must be Councilman Raveth.
I am. Young Mahler and I were talking about the sudden success of his mining enterprise, built on some irregularities that I'd prefer not to discuss. Not that it's any of your business. Who are you? Why are you meddling in Hlalu business?
I doubt Malor gave you a true account. I found these orders on an assassin sent to kill me.
My. This is damning. Dear Mahler tried to hang this whole business around his brother's neck. And yours. A prudent, albeit sloppy affair. House Hlalu can ill afford such a scandal, and I hate to be lied to. Kill Mahler, and I will reward you.
I won't make any promises. Why don't you want him taken alive?
What would I do with him? Chain him to a post? His life no longer serves the house's interests. I don't expect an outlander to understand, but this needs to be done. Honestly, I doubt he'll give you a choice in the matter.
Where can I find him?
His city residence, I expect, just across the river. Do be quick about this. I'm anxious to be done with the Brothers Rethan.
Did Mahler give you the scroll?
No. What scroll? Don't tell me there's more to this fetching disaster.
The scroll contains a formula that can turn people into false ebony stone.
Does it now? Listen carefully. Don't breathe a word of this to anyone else. If Mahler has this formula on him, bring it to me. The reward will be significant. We cannot let this get out, and we cannot let it fall into the wrong hands.
All right, what will House Hlalu do about this situation?
By the three, what a mess. I'll put some of my Oathmen on it. Oathmen I can trust. If we can clear out the riffraff, it might be salvageable. If not, we'll simply collapse the thing. Better to bury it than let some fool stumble upon Marder's folly.
And by the way, that wasn't me burping. I think it was him. Alright, so is it above? Yep, so I have to find the... Ah, there's the stairs. Is that just a light? Yep, okay. I thought I saw a marker over someone's head, but nope, it was just a light. Ah! Here we go. Drevis.
Hello, can I help you? Wait a moment. You're one of those hirelings House Redoran pays to harass us simple folk. Look, all Vaya wants to do is to find out what happened to her brother. Too bad the house doesn't seem to care a swit about any of that.
Counselor Eris just wants to find his daughter. Will the note you received help me accomplish that?
Vaya wants nothing to do with the house or her father. Why can't any of you respect that? Even if I wanted to help, I haven't seen Vaya since she snuck out of town. We communicate by notes, and this one isn't even about her.
What's that note about, then?
If you must know, it concerns Vaya's brother. He was an officer in the House Guard before he vanished without a trace. We've been trying to help Vaya find him.
Who are you delivering this information to if you aren't in contact with Vaya?
A local tough. Goes by the name of Ashur. He delivers the letters. We usually meet him outside of town to the northeast. But good luck trying to get any information out of him. Ashur is not known for his conversational skills.
I can be very persuasive.
I think we're done here, don't you? I told you where to find Ashur. He's been passing our notes on to Vaya. Just to the north and east, outside of town. Or is this your way of offering to save me a trip, since you're headed his way?
How do you know Vaya?
Balmora's not that big. Most of the sons and daughters of the house leaders and prominent merchants know each other. Vaya's one of us. We'll do whatever it takes to help her find her brother.
You'll do anything for Vaya?
Well, within reason. And Vaya would do the same for us. That's why we're helping her. She really is a terrific person.
Tell me more about Vaya's brother.
I'm not telling you anything, you Redoran lapdog.
Well, we can use persuade. How about that? I'm just trying to help out here. What harm will telling me about Vaya's brother possibly cause?
I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of on edge, if you hadn't noticed. Everyone knows Vaya's brother. Or they did, before he disappeared. Ulran was an exemplary officer. Everything House Redoran could hope for. Vaya won't rest until she learns the truth.
And that's why Vaya ran away?
She ran away because her father refused to give her a straight answer. She suspects he was involved in Ulran's disappearance. Or that he at least knows more than he's willing to say. Is it any wonder Vaya decided to take matters into her own hands?
Why have you been avoiding House Redoran's soldiers?
You think I'm just going to tell you all our secrets, Outlander? Well, that's not going to happen. I won't betray Vaya.
I think this is a, if I intimidate, I think he'll say the same thing. Shoot. Fine. Answer my question or I'll haul you off to the House Guard personally.
All right, all right. No need to get violent. Vaya doesn't want her father to find her until she's located her brother, so we help protect her. That's why we set up the runners. Let the Councilor's hounds chase us, while Vaya looks for Ulran.
Counselor Eris secured my services to locate his daughter.
I'm sure Counselor Eris's intentions are good. He loves his daughter. Wants her back safe and sound. But what about what Vaya wants? Her brother home safe, her father's honesty, the house looking out for its people and not just its precious honor?
Not asking too much, I don't think. Hey look, bookshelves. Let's step in here.
You could buy a fella a drink.
Yeah. Okay. Says somebody that is barely capable of standing. Yeah, I'm not buying you nothing. Maybe a cup of coffee. But that's about all you're going to be getting from me. Technically, you're not even going to get that. I'm not feeling generous. Did I already get that one? Well, It's not going to hurt to get it again. Right, let's see. Any bookshelves in here? Nope, that's just the kitchen. And it doesn't look like... Wait. No, for a second there I thought that was a bookshelf. It's just some kind of shelving. I heard a ding, and I'm not sure why. Almost like a something in Messenger or something. I don't know. Maybe I've got Messenger. Yep, I did. I got Messenger open. There's Renee. Oh. Huh. I just found out that one of my coworkers passed away. Wow, that's shocking. Flossa, at least 4 or 5 coworkers in the past year or two. And I don't know if any of them is related to the pandemic or not. Whether they are or aren't, I'm not going to get into it. I mean, I don't know, but still, even if I did, it's not something I want to get into an argument or discussion about. Let's see, where is... Yeah, Assure's who we're after. Now, you may not remember Assure, but you're going to. Because we saw... Where did we... It had to have been elsewhere where we saw him. Wasn't it? Yeah. Hakashe. Took a bit for my brain to catch up. Yeah, we met him just outside of Hakashe.
You killed one of my gang, Swit. No writ will protect you from us. Feeling left out? I'm sure I can procure a writ for each of you.
Don't know who that is.
That's it. Kill the Morag Tong and any witnesses. I'll just take my leave.
Oh, these are...
Getting my axes. I need aid.
Who is healing? First I thought they were talking about that these were the Morag Tong, but no, they're not. They're not Morag Tong. Asher is. Or Assure. Not Asher. Assure. He's wearing different armor, but you should recognize him. Recognize that face, that voice, and that hair.
Fancy meeting you here. Been a while since Hakoshe, hasn't it? I had that situation under control, by the way. Just needed them to make the first hostile move. Still, I cleaned enough blood off my axes for one day, so thanks for lending a hand.
I was told to meet you out here.
You were you? Was it Melissa? I told her I'd close out my tab after I completed another contract. That woman has the patience of an anxious nix. Well, tell her I'm good for it. I'll stop by and we can conclude our business cordially.
No, I'm here about Vea.
The new apprentice. Now, why in oblivion do you care about Vea?
I'm trying to find her.
Are you now? And why do you want to do that? Never mind, I don't really care. I was asked to pass along some notes, but I'm not really the messenger type. I suggest you talk to Vea's mentor. Last I heard, she had a job in the Western Ruins.
I'll look for Vea's mentor in the ruins to the west.
Make sure you don't anger Vea's mentor, or even look at her the wrong way. She's grown surprisingly protective of that young woman, and if she thinks you pose a danger... Besides, I'd hate to see you wind up on the wrong end of one of our writs.
Why were those townfolk trying to kill you?
You know, the usual buyer's remorse. I see a lot of that in my line of work. Turns out, I had to kill a bad man who did bad things. The writ was legal, above board. Unfortunately, his brother didn't see it that way and was looking for revenge.
See, like I was saying, the writ was legal, so it was a legal murder. That's how the Morag Tong differs from the Dark Brotherhood. On Dark Brotherhood, all you have to do is pray to the Night Mother, or pray to, pray to the Night Mother, and then she will talk to her listener, and then the listener will give it to whoever. Simple as that. All right. You're some kind of assassin?
Oh, you make it sound so obscene. Still, that's pretty much an accurate description. But it's not like I work for the Dark Brotherhood or anything. I don't kill anyone without a sanctioned writ. Keeps the great houses in line. It's a calling.
Tell me about Vea's mentor.
I'd rather not. She's particular about her secrets, and I don't want to get on a bad side. You should keep that in mind too if you plan to continue on this course. Vea's mentor usually sticks to the rules, but I wouldn't turn my back on her.
All right. So let's see what we. Okay, Brigand Archer. So we've got. What does that go to Balmora Valley below? Oh. Right. That's for the Memory Stone. Shoot.
It's in remarkably good condition.
Yes, wonderful. I'll mark it down.
And here, another. Could these have fallen off the ruins?
Yes, that is peculiar.
Is something the matter, dear? You seem distracted today.
Oh, nothing's the matter. I'm nervous.
Whatever for. If anything attacks us, I'll protect you.
I'm not nervous about an attack, Bravura. It's just, well, there's no good way to say this.
To say what?
Marry me?
Are you serious?
That's not the response I hoped for.
Gilon, of course I'll marry you. I love you. I just expected something more dramatic.
Well, I planned to propose at the falls, but today we didn't go to the falls. I had to improvise.
And this is why you've been so nervous.
Yes. Wait. Did you just agree to marry me?
Yes, Gilon. 12 times yes. My dear, distracted, adorable archivist, I will marry you.
That's wonderful!
Isn't it?
Oh, Bravura, you won't regret this. You are the stars to my sky.
Did you just come up with that?
Well, no. I've been saving it for the right time.
How sweet. Okay, well, we've got Fetcher Fly Nest to destroy if we want to, which, well, at least this one I'm going to. Alright, so let's see, where are we gonna head to next? Oh, are we that close? Kinda, sorta? Maybe? Make sure I headed the right direction. Yeah, this is gonna be... Can I get up and over? I don't know. I think I can. Maybe right there? Oh yeah, the way I came. I'd swear, sometimes I'd forget my head if it wasn't stapled on. Let's see if I'm supposed to head this way. I'm trying to figure out where he's at. Oh, he's up there. So it should be... Here we go. Yeah, I remember it was a pain trying to get here the last time. It got twisted around. There's a drink. Oh, can't take it. All right. Rethan's house. Oh, Rethan! I've come to kill you! Oh, Rethan Assassin. Well. Good thing I wasn't going to try to loot him or anything. I think he's probably in the basement. I think. Because, where does it say? That's for glory. Kill Mallorathan below. Yeah, so he's... Well, he's below. Did I do that one already? I don't know. I'm sure I've done these already, but you just never know. I've never had a bookshelf reset. But, I mean, like, you get something from it twice. But, I mean, stuff like this, you can see, you know, containers will refresh. But, I don't think bookshelves do. I think that's him down there. Yep. Alright, you backstabbing little punk. Try this on for size.
You! How did you... I'll finish this myself.
Well, that took a little bit off of him, not as much as I had hoped. And dead. Oak Ice Staff of Frost. Well, that makes sense. Mysterious formula. Return to the councilman. Alright. Ooh, a dresser. A bone in a dresser. Why? I don't know. A jewelry box. And there's a drink. Melon basket. Millet sack. And a sack. Ooh, barrels. Got guarana again. Alright, so... Oh, we're headed out. Don't have too much time left. Because I'll be going to bed in about an hour and a half. Gotta go to work tonight. Oh, gosh. I'm such a pain. For glory. It's like, yes, I know. What is that? Is that for glory? Yep. I know I could take it and just not use it, but you only get 25 spaces. You can only have 25 active quests in your journal at one time. So I don't want to waste a space by holding on to something. So let's see, which is closer? Is there anything that's close? That's the closest. Return to the councilman. Yeah, we'll do that one. The Randy Netch. Alright, Counselor Raveth.
Quietly now. Is it finished?
Mallorathan is dead.
Well then, this unfortunate little tale comes to an end. I've already dispatched some of my best agents to clean up Rethon Manor. We'll tend to Marla's apartment and the mine next. Well done. Now, what of this mysterious scroll?
I have it here.
Excellent. Best hand it over to me. Something so dangerous should not fall into the wrong hands. House Thlalu can keep it safe, or destroy it if we deem it necessary.
This will earn you some favor with our house. I'll even double your pay.
So we could either take it, we'll say, take it and hand over the scroll, or say no one should have this and destroy the scroll. I don't know what the difference is. I usually just hand it over because double the money. I mean, why not? But I haven't come across, any ramifications so far with my main tune, so I don't know if it makes any difference. So I'll just say, take it, hand over the scroll.
You've proven to be a reliable assistant. House Slalu values reliability. I would say it's been a pleasure, but this whole affair has left me with quite a headache. Still, I may call upon you again in the future. Here, double pay as promised.
So you would have gotten 215 gold? But then I also got even though this is a Blackstone Hammer of the War Maiden, I think that's a restoration staff. And I got a necklace and a ring. Well, let's see what they gave us first. Real quick. I don't care about the slottable items. I know that's just the food that I picked up. It must have been something else. Okay, let's see. Well, there's that one, but that's a frost staff. It looks like the one that I have is already better. Well, that one does a smidge more. This increases healing done, but I don't do any healing. I was gonna say, what? Oh, this is... Oh, it's a mace. Okay. People burping in my ear. I don't like the frost one, so I'm gonna stick with the weapon that I was given. What do we have legs that are different? No? Alright, let's see. This one... Oh, this just says increases the item sale price. Okay, so this is it's ornate. Alright. What about the rings? Even though I seriously doubt I would use it. Oh, that's ornate. Nope, we've got the Broken Soul ones, which are health rings, so we'll keep that. Okay, alright. I wonder if there's... Well, I could at least get to the place, get to the mine. What is that? The memory stone. No, I'm not doing that. Where are... Let's see. Find Vea's mentor. Okay, let's see. Now let's look at the map. I think I know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, way over there. Shoot. Because I'm looking at the time, and I don't really want to go over. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to pick stuff up on the way. Well, let's see. I'll get to this way shrine, and then I'll take another way shrine to get closer, and we'll go from there. And I'm on the wrong side, but Stable Master.
The Silt Strider suffers from moss blight, but the speckled Nixox makes a fine substitute. If you don't know what I'm talking about, forget I said anything.
So see, you can actually buy if you want. There's 3 different ones, but look at the price on them. Whew. And all I want to do is buy my point, like that. And unfortunately, the shrine is way over there, and what's the closest way? I don't think there is one. So we'll do it this way. Shut. Giddy up, folks. All right. Somebody else join me? Nope. there's Lee. All right. All right. So we are going to take, even though it's closer, I don't want to go. Well, I couldn't I? Because there actually is a path that comes across. All right. Yeah, I'll do that. Because we haven't been in this area that much, I did not want to travel too far and not take a road that we haven't traveled yet, because I didn't want to risk passing something up. I do believe this is the right. Nope, got to go up a little bit further. Little bit further. All right. Alright, now we're going to start getting ourselves into some trouble. So I'll save. Ah! I don't know what that was. What was it? Because it hollered at me, whatever it was. Oh, a Netch Gouger Reaver, huh? Okay. Whatever that is, I don't know. Okay. Whoop. I don't know how something burst into flame while it was underwater. Oh, shoot, another owlet? Really? Well, alright then. Shimmering owlet Bezoar? Must be a gem or something. What was that? Oh. Bug loss. I guess. That's how it's pronounced. It sounds stupid. I lost my bugs. Did I not grab it? Maybe I pushed the button too soon. No, I couldn't have. I must have just hit escape. Like an idiot. Oh, we're definitely almost there. Water skin? Alright, we'll go talk to him.
Leave me, Outlander. Let me die in the shame I brought to Malakath. Defeated by a lone warrior. Malakath will laugh at our incompetence.
What happened to you?
An assassin. Probably a Morag tongue. She tracked our leader here. But she doesn't know. We set a trap inside the ruins. Oh.
She's just one woman! Get inside the ruins and stop her!
Okay, well, obviously, let's see. This is probably because I know there's too many enemies right near the door to where we're going. Well, we could probably get to the door and then we'll call it. I'll risk it. I'm not entirely sure how I damaged 3 people like that. I just thought there was only 2. But okay, and we'll get this guy before the... I believe it was an Ogren. That's over there too. Okay, so that sounded like a trap. Ah, I see him coming. Yep, Ogren. Yeah, when you see Ogren doing this, they're healing themselves. So usually you can do the interrupt, where you take your weapons and smash it into them. Or if you're doing more damage than they're healing, then you're okay. Alright, this is where we need to go. Ashurna Bibi, I guess. And we should be okay. I think we'll be okay. There are enemies near, but I think we're going to be alright. Well, I'll go inside, even though when I log back in, it will kick me out, because that's usually what it does. And I'm not sure why. There we are. We're inside the ruins. All right. So that's going to be it, folks. We are going to call it. Like I said, it's 10 o'clock, and I'm going to have to go to bed in an hour and a half. So I'm going to want to just kind of do that. I still got, fix something to eat and do some more dishes and just stuff like that before I have to get ready for bed. So anyways, folks, that's going to do it for this episode. So thanks to those of you that came in to Facebook. What is that? Event Explorer Celebration. Okay, something new that's popped up. Well, I guess we'll get to stare at that. So, anyways, thanks guys for coming into Facebook Messenger and watching as much as you did. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. And thanks to those of you that will watch this video. I still have to upload yesterday's video to YouTube. I may not have enough time to upload this one. I may have to do that one tomorrow, because it takes about anywhere from, I think on average, it takes about 45 minutes. Because it takes a while to upload, and then it's got to process it, and then it actually checks to make sure I haven't violated any copyright rules. So it takes a while. But, I mean, it's here. It's here to watch. It's on Twitch. If you go to Twitch, please give me a follow. It really helps out, gets me higher up on there, so eventually I can become affiliate, and then I have more access to stuff. So please, when you get a chance, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow. If you're not on Twitch, hop over there and give me a follow. I really appreciate it. So anyways, guys, I know I'm fiddling with my hands a lot. I do that. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I hope you had a good time. When is my next one? Sunday? I try to alternate on the weekends, every other day. So I think it's Sunday. Like I said, don't go by my schedule when it comes to the weekend, because, like I said, until I become affiliate, I can't actually do like one day. It has to be like every Wednesday or every Friday. That's the only option I have. So for the weekends, I try to go in there and delete it and then re-put a new one in there. But we'll deal with that. But like I said, I believe it's this coming Sunday is going to be my next stream. So it'll be about the same time from 8 to 10. So I hope you folks will join me. Thanks again for those of you that did and that will watch this, in the future. Remember to share this on social media. Tell your friends and family to come check it out. Let's try to build this up. I hope to one day be able to live stream to YouTube at the same time as I'm doing these, but I need 1,000. I need 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to be able to do that, and I only have like 102, so I've got a long ways to go. So, but anyways, like I said, we're gonna, this is it for today. So, thanks again, everyone. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you Sunday. So, take care, everyone. Love you. Bye, guys.